Pittsburgh credit. You know, that's a heck of a football team there, and if you plan on beating them, you better put a 4 quarters together, and we didn't do that today. Thought we were going to win the game. That's the first time in that situation that our defense hasn't responded and gotten the big stop to give our offense a chance to win the game. Obviously, there's a huge amount of disappointment for us, but like I say, I'm proud of our team. I don't think there's many teams that could have gone through what we did and got here and almost pulled out another one. But again, you know, our goal for next year, that news for you, it won't change, and it'll never change. We're going to chase that Super Bowl. We're going to chase it until we get it, and then we'll chase it after that again. But that's it. People want to criticize us, then you go ahead, but you really got no right. But I'll open it up.
Wow. First half when you gave us 22 unanswered.
Well, everything. You know, they did a great job running the football on us. We just did a poor job of tackling. You know, for whatever reason, our technique wasn't as good. We made some adjustments at halftime. But that was, really disappointing. The tackling was that's not up to our standards by any stretch of the imagination. You got to give them credit. We knew they were going to come out and run the football. That's a good football team. It's Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a real football team, and they deserve to be going to the Super Bowl. Well, I was actually shocked that they didn't run the football, even though they spread us out and went 5 wide. I actually expected them to run quarterback draw there. But they didn't. Supposed to have pressure off both edges, and I think we're a little late on the pressure.
Oh, look, very emotional moments of seeing like the you and your players after the game and the locker room together.
Well, no, of course it's emotional. I mean, we came up short. One game again, and it cuts your heart out. But like I said, there's only one way to respond, and we're going to roll our sleeves up and go at it again next year. But of course, you get this close. You go through the battles we've had to go through. You go through Indy to play Peyton Manning. You go through New England and face Tom Brady. Now you got Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. Probably no harder 3 games than any team in the league has to face in that. But we were there. We thought we'd still win, even though we played a poor half. I still thought we'd win. But no, of course, and it's supposed to hurt. This is only 3 years in a row for me to be knocked out in this game. And again, I'm going to keep swinging. We're going to get through this thing eventually. We have one of the youngest players in the league at quarterback, and eventually this guy's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And I think it's going to be sooner than later. But I think we're going to have a shot. We just got to, this football team is going to be good for a number of years. And we're looking at next year. Again, our resolve is going to be that, hey, we're going to be right back here. I'd like to play in our stadium, but if we don't, we'll travel on the road, and we're going to find a way to win it. And I believe it.
Do you think that the last two games were so emotional because you guys were getting so high for those? Had any effect on coming into today?
No, I think that they, if you get a bye, you're fresher for these third games. I mean, that's as simple as that. But that's a fact. But to get that, you got to earn that bye week. And we didn't earn it. We had to go the long ride again, the long, tough road, and we came up short again. Well, I mean, we tried to score. That team right there is pretty tough, but, obviously they made some good plays on us. We don't design any play to fail.
Right, the second half was 4 box for the group, spread guys out. It's part of the 3-on-1 and north, and the second half play, it seemed like having a good play on the part of it.
Without question, it was a gutsy play. It would have been a better play if our guy would have knocked the ball down, but we went for the swipe instead of putting the glove in, as we call it. And the kid, it was a great throw, and, it was a gutsy play. There's no question. So what's that last one? There were, 2 gutsy calls by Tomlin, and I tipped my hat to him. I was surprised that they actually, were, you know, putting the ball in the air. I thought they'd run it again.
After the way you guys played last week, were you surprised that you saw in the first half that you was here at the entry level, with the same as you had for the entire game last week?
Yeah, I see. I just think we never tackled, and you know, you got to give that other team credit. You know, they push around a lot of people, and they push around in the first half. There's no question about that. I think we responded in the second half, but you know, made a few adjustments. But you know, you got to give that team some credit. There's a reason why that team is where they are, why they hosted this championship game. You know, they're well coached. They get after you, and you know, you got to give them credit. You know, it's funny when you get here, you kind of want to look at what you did wrong, and we will. We'll take a long, hard look. But there's a reason. These are the best teams in the league, and you know, you got to give the, you know, them credit for us to say, well, we did this wrong or that wrong. I think slights the opponent, and clearly, all right, we'll take it.